a calming space. I mean, maybe you have to be artistic or visual to just get the
I think
vibe.
so.
But boy, it sure is.
I think so.
Welcome to Main Street Live, a spotlight on the diversity of downtown Fort Dodge, where we interview business owners and leaders from the revitalized and exciting downtown area of Fort Dodge. Join the conversation on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And now, let's meet our featured guest in this week's edition of Main Street Live with our host, Executive Director, Chris Patrick.
Main Street Live. I'm Chris Patrick, Executive Director of Main Street Fort Dodge, and welcome to spring. And what a great place to be on the first day of spring, but at the Fort Dodge Fine Arts Gallery here on Central Avenue. And I have Executive Director Shelly Botorff and the President, Susan Ahlers Leman. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So, what a beautiful, beautiful space. So tell me, how did you come to be in this space?
Oh, wow.
Well, first, we had the space your office is in now, and then we were kicked out.
In a nice way.
In a nice way.
The Growth Alliance was more than generous with us and let us have our office there for a year. And we knew going into it that it was temporary.
Right.
So then when you got hired, they're like, well, we need the space. Yes, which
Thank
we're
you,
so
Susan.
glad you're here. But I made a frantic call to Kevin Crimmins and said, I don't have a home, and your space would really be the best spot for us. So and he was more than willing to work with us and make it work for us. And now we have a place to display local artwork.
So I hope you come down to Central Avenue and check out their gallery. It's actually 2 stories. So there is art on the first floor all the time, and I think you're going to do some special things upstairs.
Yep. So this is all, like I said, local artwork that's for sale on consignment. So a portion of that comes back to us. And then upstairs we'll have more of a rotating type exhibits. So we have some Iowa Central students actually at the end of April that are going to do a show up there. And we have some students, Jeff Halter is going to have some of his students do a photography little installation up there as well. And then we have 2 little classroom. They're really small, but they would be perfect for a photographer that doesn't have a home and might need a space for portrait shots or things like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. We've been here about 3 months. We don't have any rules yet as far as what we're definitely not, going to do and not going to do. I mean, we're open to having those discussions with people if they have ideas about what. When Kevin was running this as a gallery, kind gosh, was that 8 years ago or
Oh gosh,
so?
at least. I think even more.
There were CD release parties here, and musicians were
goodness.
playing, and
Fun.
so there's a lot of possibilities.
And what's nice is that now Fort Dodge Fine Arts does, for the first time ever, have a permanent location.
That's right.
And so that Shelly has an office as our very first executive director. She has an office and is available to meet with the community, to meet with local and area artists. We have our board meetings here in this space. She also has CDs from local recording artists that are for sale here as well. So that's another nice retail space for us. So it's been a wonderful home, and we're really excited about being part of Main Street.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can see us participating in Market on Central possibly, and some of the Divas Night Out type things that group does. So yeah, I'm excited about it too.
No, I think the possibilities are actually endless. And before we start talking about some of the art on the walls and the activities that you have going, talk to me a little about the history of Fort Dodge Fine Arts.
Fort Dodge Fine Arts started back in 1985.
Oh, wow.
It did, and a group of volunteers. We've always been volunteer run until a year ago when we hired our very first executive director. But they started in 1985, and their focus was an arts festival in the Oak Hill district. So they did that, and then they mailed out a paper calendar.
And it was typed.
It was typed, like typewriter type. A paper calendar that was sent out, I don't know if it was quarterly or twice a year. And then as technology evolved and people were looking more toward the internet and things, and as the volunteer base changed, the Fort Dodge Fine Arts Association sort of died down. And about 5 years ago, we wanted to rejuvenate it, and so a group of us stepped up, and we still have two of the original board members, John Zuer and Martha Bice. And so beginning about 5 years ago, we decided to be more of an advocate and a facilitator for the numerous arts groups and artists in the region.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. So as I'm looking around the room, I don't know if there's really very many bare spots on the walls. So talk to me about the artists on the walls, and is this for sale?
It is for sale. It is for sale. Everything. Let me double check.
Well,
pretty much everything.
Okay.
Not Kevin's personal art that is here.
Or mine.
Or
I mean,
Shelly's.
I did, but all but two pieces down here are for sale on this floor, and
Amazing.
we have, like I said, most of them are from Fort Dodge. We do have one from Eagle Grove that's hanging right now, but we have jewelry down here. We have some coasters that Renee McDonald has made, and they are beautiful. My problem is I want to buy them all. So we have pottery down here. There's a new bakery in town that was at the ribbon cutting. She did those beautiful cookies and the cakes, and she also paints on leather jackets and shoes and purses, and so we have some of that
what is
stuff
her
down
name?
here too.
Her name is Nanette, but her gallery is called the Muccio Bella.
Oh, okay.
Muccio or Muccio?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well,
I need to
we'll
check.
find that out. We'll let you know. That's right.
But she does beautiful work. So anyway, we have a variety of things, and then the shoes that are displayed above the staircase, those were taken by Roger Feldhans, and those, each shot is of a different shoe on the fence post on your way out to Oliver.
Oh my gosh.
So there's like 160 of them, and he gave those to me, so those will be a permanent fixture here.
That's amazing.
And not only is Shelly bringing artists and their work into the gallery, but she's also done a great job collaborating with one of our supporting artists, Shiny Top, and they have an installation there of local art that changes out every 3 months.
Every 3 months,
Every 3 months, and is typically for sale.
Yep.
As well as working with them and with the Main Street or Market on Central committee, with the Blandon. She does quite a bit of booking, helping them book performance art for those venues. So that's been, she's a wonderful resource in that way.
I think it's nice to have all of that coordinated too. So before we run out of time, do you want to talk just a couple seconds about the activities coming up?
Well, we have, on average, 44 events every month.
Every month for people to attend. And so for anyone to say there's nothing going on in Fort Dodge, they're not looking. On 44 opportunities every month.
Yeah, so I'm sure many of you have seen our posters around. I have one here. This is only half of the month of listings, and you can check our Facebook page and our website, which is fdfineartsassociation.org. You can get a hold of me through our Facebook. Also, if you want to set up an appointment to come in and talk or look around or any of that stuff, we're here for you. So let us know how we can fulfill your artful needs.
Whether you're an artist or you're part of an arts organization, profit or nonprofit,
Right.
There's a place for all. I believe we're all artists at heart. And
I totally agree with that, Susan. What a great statement. Well, again, thank you for joining us this morning. And you too can be a member of the Fort Dodge Fine Arts. So just contact Shelly. I know that they take memberships. So again, happy first day of spring, because Susan's the one who told us this morning. And check out our website that's going to go live later today. It is mainstreetfd.org. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you next week.